Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. The Deuce, Season 1, Episode 5. This episode is called Let's Get Straight to It. Look here, this episode was pretty cool, man, because they took us on a journey and we were able to go from typewriters to afros to bell bottoms to seeing vintage Pepsi cans that look like Campbell soup tops, right? Even down to the water guns that look like a revolver. Very interesting episode. The cars keep us in the time frame, and like I said, the bell bottoms definitely did the same. Darlene had the opportunity to go home, stay home, but obviously she told Pimp Larry. They're just showing how the prostitutes feel some sort of loyalty to their pimp, and it's a tie that some reason it's this really strong hold that is placed over them. Some can get out, some are willing to get out and stay out, and some feel like that's daddy, you know? So Darlene takes this trip back home, and I'm like, oh, they're definitely not in New York with the soul food on that plate. That's not Leon's breakfast slop after the toots come in. Darlene is amongst her homegirls, and she is basically embellishing a story about how she's a model. You're not a model. Model of what? A model of what not to do with the life? I'm just saying. It sucks because she's recruited. None of her friends are interested because they're content at where they're at. They're cool with being a country girl. Some folks are like that. You know, that dream of the big city is not appetizing for them. However, that young waitress is about that life. And when she went outside and they were both standing on that little wooden fence, about to get, she knew that girl was about to get chose by Larry. Larry ain't going for it. Candy. Let's talk about Candy. Candy is wilding out, y'all. She's battling between being Candy and Eileen, and she'd rather be Candy at the end of the day. Sad, but true. She's bumping skins with G.I. Joe with the dog tags, and we see his cap on the nightstand. They go beast mode. She gets her money, couldn't even clean herself up. Moves along to the next one because she says, hey, I need this room. Crazy. We see her with Jack, and this is a time where she could be intimate, passionate, take her time, but she's still self-serving at the end of the day, still trying to show him, hey, this is how you should be doing it. When he gave her the money for the cab, I think she took it as, here we go again, another guy paying for services from me. She's so broken that her character is almost as sad to see as Darlene. We at the movie theater. The movie theater ain't playing the latest attraction. It's playing the latest attraction. They have the monkey business going on screen, and the male bartender is in the crowd, and making sure his biceps are stronger, making sure his right arm's bicep is really strong. All of a sudden, this weirdo comes and, like, do you need some help or something like that? You need some assistance? And it's in this huge, nasty germ factory of a theater, and it's just showing you how peak shows and nastiness folks are willing to do so where people can get what they label as pleasure. They all end up in jail. He's going to jail. Everybody ends up in that bus with Danielson's bus. When will they learn? Oh, man, Candy. Eileen, what are you doing, girl? Candy, girl, what's going on, girl? Look, she went from 3 different people that she was messing with, I do believe, that she was having intercourse with this episode. The last guy, super aggressive. See, she went into it thinking she could do what she was doing with the other guys, self-serving. He wasn't into that. He said, give me the money. He wanted the coins. He beat her, knocked her out. She tried to go for the door. He grabbed her by her wig, like, get over here, all you can, and snatched her up and tried to mace him. That's where they were going with, I believe, on the season premiere, saying when Method Man approached her, like, girl, you need somebody for protection. We're here for protection. We're just not here to beat you up. And what are you going to do when this happens? And then later on, he's reality checking the mess out of Eileen, saying, hey, what about that time, this time? Oh, you remember what happened? Oh, I remember when you went to the hospital. That instance, for that particular situation. And she's crying, she's laughing, she's upset, and it leads her to say, I'm leaving the stroll, I'm kicking the curb to go kick it behind the camera. Now, here's a question. It's not really in fine print if she'll be the person filming, or will she be filmed? And regardless, she could easily be both roles. This chick, she's gonna end up dead. So Pimp Larry ends up taking this minor. She's too young. Okay, let's talk about this. Before we get on Ginger, profit is the bottom line. Minors are involved. Abuse happens. They keep expecting better, but they keep receiving the worst. Multiple partners. Unsafe situations. Hustling the Johns. Getting beat up. It's crazy, man. This is a crazy, crazy, crazy game. But all these people want a piece of it because of that money. There's no freedom in it. Freedom is taken from that game, right? Anyway, Ginger. Ginger is basically about to be an intern for Thunder Thighs, who works for, Rodney, Pimp Rodney, aka Method Man, METHOD, man. Bernice is gone. Now we are introduced to Ginger. She looked like a young Thunder Thighs. She a little thicker than a Snicker, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't know if this is safe for her. I feel like she's gonna get hurt. Bobby's brothel. He's got a dream. He wants money. He doesn't want to go back. He sees everybody else, going for it, getting these coins. If he goes back to that particular job, he says he's gonna die. Honey, sweetie, listen to your girl. Smacking, cracking, and watching. Smacking, cracking, and watching. You're gonna end up dead or hurt even worse with this field. Why? I like the scene where the pimps were getting their haircuts and their beards trimmed. That was cool. We got to see Officer Austin a lot. And he's falling in love. He in love, L-U-B. He in love with that reporter. And I feel like that reporter, because Pimp Reggie, his tongue, his game is so strong that the force is with him, okay? I'm talking about Star Trek, Star Wars, stars in the sky, Star Crunch pies, all of that. Dang, them little quarter snacks used to be good. Remember those? Damn, they still make them too. Oh, I'm having a fat girl moment. I'm sorry. Anyway, I would hate to see her end up on her back messing around with Reggie Love. I'm just throwing it out there. And I would hate for Reggie to end up getting into it with Austin because of her. I'm just throwing it out there. But Reggie Love and Cece, their personalities are huge. Larry is a different type of pimp. The other guy, the blonde, he's cool too. So she's finally going to be able to get her story. At the end, to see Franco standing at his unfinished, unbuilt, not complete bar, but he's ready and he's puffing that cigarette to the possibilities. Interesting. It's going to be a good one, you guys. What do you think about the show? Do you like the show? Are you here for it? Do you think it's stupid? I just wish, like I said, they would show a little bit more differences in the twins. Darlene has went from the likable girl, you want her to win, you want her to get out, to now you're like, oh, that little B. Eileen, we're seeing how she wants to be, an entrepreneur. She wants to be the boss, but at the same time, she's willing to take so much inflicted pain, self-inflicted pain, even, abuse from others to get money. She wants, everybody's chasing a dream, and it's, even if it's a messed up dream, to them, it's right. And, who are we to judge? I feel like, at what point will somebody catch something? It's a whole lot of, I don't know if everybody's using protection. It's drugs involved. It's a whole lot of just freak stuff going on, man. Partner on partner on partner, partner. You mess with him, man. The door just, might as well have one of those saloon doors where it just goes back and forth. There's so many people coming in that you don't even need a knob. You just, that's how I feel. Anyway, it was a good episode. If I had to rate it, I'd give it, I'll give it an 8.8. 8.8 is cool. I like the scene with Darlene away. I like her coming back. Like I said, she was wig free. She was natural hair. She was in her own atmosphere, her old stomping ground. And to see her go right back to, she was more independent. She was talking that big talk like she was independent. My boss, he's got money. He is getting your earned money. You're not seeing it, And for Larry Brown to say, oh wait, who was one of the guys? One of the girls said, my feet hurt. I've been out here all day. Can I go? He said, girl, you better go gorilla style, basically, and get on your hands and get them coin. Wow, it was a cool episode. Until the next time, y'all. I'll see y'all for episode 6. Peace.